My ears are bleeding because of the shouts of oppression and the silent screams of depression. My playlist is filled with songs of lament sung by slaves who are doing everything they can to remain brave. But they only have limited access to bravery. So they put on brave fronts, facades, another master to add on years to their captivity. Slave. Their masters make them slur their words and make a blur out of all that would normally seem absurd. Injection to injection, powder to powder, we're gathered here today in loving memory of control. They never saw it coming, but after the sixth time, it all began to spiral. Their masters make it seem like they're flying. I wonder how long before the crash leaves them dying. They're slaves to drugs and slaves to alcohol. The air is filled with the shrieks of the ill, of bodies tired of constantly being medicated by pills that don't realize the germs are the prey that they're supposed to kill. Cells gone rogue and bones that are accident prone. It's weird how a degree doesn't always bring healing, but rather keep trying the same thing that clearly isn't working than believing in the miraculous being. Slaves to their illness, slaves to their pills. I can hear the cry of blood droplets as they leave slit wrists and hit the ground, waiting for something profound to give them joy again, but soon enough they're washed off the ground, never to be seen by anyone else and only to be remembered by the place where the scars can be found. They try to, but they can't seem to grasp the concept of self-love. They think that their disappearance would be a service to the world, not appearing to realize that those who are left behind have become cold. Slaves to their minds, slaves to depression. You can hear the low hum from the graves, all the victims that fell prey to inhumane knaves. They never cried out when they got raped. After all, there's no such thing as superheroes. These days, no one wears capes. Slaves to shame, slaves to injustice. Can you hear the construction of mosques that will eventually be displayed in museums because apparently it's a beautiful sight to see? The sound of who they really are is drowned out by all that society claims they should be. Slaves to pressure, slaves to society, slaves, all of us searching high and low for the cure, for the thing that'll break away our chains and rectify our views that have been obscured. It's all in vain. We keep looking in the wrong places. Paper scissors can't cut through steel, yet we try and we try. It's funny how there's the same expression on everyone's faces. Desperation, exasperation, hopelessness. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. To break every chain, to break every chain, to break every chain. He whose whisper makes a clap of thunder sound like a pin drop and makes the violent waves come to a sudden stop. He who came to this earth and traded his golden crown for one made out of thorns in order to save the forlorn. He whose back was lashed and whose hands were pierced. He who gave up his life because his love for us was, is, and always will be fierce. He who could not be contained by the grave because he was here for a bigger purpose. He was here to save. He loves you, yet he never forces love upon you. He's been knocking. Let him in. It's long overdue. Give yourself fully and let his love and power become eminent in your life. I guarantee you it will come in handy when you're faced with strife. Let him break away those chains as his love in your heart becomes ingrained. He already paid for your ransom. Let him grant you your freedom. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of the earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. Thank you.